Bam, we're live. This is not a test. Wow, my timing couldn't have been any better. Holy shit.
Did you just hit the button?
I just hit the button.
I gotta get my microphone on or what have you.
The natives were getting restless. Ernie Garza, fingers crossed. He's one of mine since he's in Texas. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Sebi had to take his shit. No. My stomach is feeling a little weird. I think I had too many pistachios just now. I didn't do the open and I made it. There you go. Evening friends. Hello. Oh, Miss Latimer. It's been a minute. Glee. Oh, thanks, Burton. I didn't realize quarters were also broken down by region, but that also makes sense. All right. Things make sense to you. That's good. Chris Beecherfield. My balls are so blue right now. They should be. Why didn't Sevon enter his last two scores?
Oh,
I didn't do the last
drama.
workout. I got 4 rounds on the deadlift one, row one. I didn't do the last one. I did 5 today. I rode the assault bike for 10 minutes, of course, and then I did 5 thrusters with 65 pounds on the minute for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hated it. Hated every second of it. I just thought about all the little girls that could do it. Mason Mitchell, over titillation can cause people to back out of open every year.
What does that mean?
I don't know, because he's making fun of me because I used the word titillate and I didn't do the open, so I backed out. I was over titillated.
Wait, why did you? Is it just an error? You just forgot to submit the score? Or?
No, the second ones I didn't submit the score. The third one I just didn't do it.
Okay.
I just was like, I just
no.
On my birthday, I did a really hard workout, and then the next day I was thinking about doing. I'm like, I really don't want to do 95-pound thrusters. So today I tested out. I did 100 at 65, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Seth Page, legit mad. I have to coach right now. I missed the show, guys. It's open gym tonight. Review of the review is on. All right. We'll miss you. Vindicate, got to fix that iron hog. Isn't in the top level nav. Just saying. Someone was suggesting muscle hog. I like muscle hog instead of iron hog, because like
Muscle
instead of muscle
hog?
hamster, muscle hog.
Yeah, I hate the muscle hamster.
I hate that too. SEO truths. He's got to feed his jujitsu boys the beef, y'all. They actually they were at grandma's house. They just came in. I think they are having a steak right now.
The beef.
I thought I liked my tiers. I ordered last year and only tried them to support Colton, and I love the toe guard. When I got them for box jump misses at toes to bar. But once I get my born primitives, I think I'll change. Oh, yeah, let me know how you feel. You're going to love your born primitives. I need a dick in me. Sebi's getting a standee. I was not getting a standee. I do get standees.
Birthday standees.
I'm the recipient of standees, but I was not getting one. Does anyone know how Mal did at High Rocks? I couldn't really tell her splits based off leaderboard. Sevi, I got to wake up early, okay, because you got to go to CrossFit. Mo Sauce. When is Mr. Friend coming back to the show? Hold your breath. Darren, Sevon, Castro was looking sharp today in his suit. Agree? Did he post something on Instagram?
Thinking of stories.
What can you say about that? About Dave in his suit?
Looked good in his suit. Fit him well.
You saw him in I don't see it. In his stories.
Yeah.
You saw him today in person.
I did. Yeah.
You were doing more charity work today.
For the nonprofit I own, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Jamie Hagaya. God, I'd like to get her on the show.
Yeah, I thought we were having her come. I wonder what happened with that.
I really like her. Nice legs. Oh, she was about to pull her shirt up. Don't do that. How do I go through? I just click here to go through these faster.
Click you can just click through it. Just don't overclick it.
That looks like where Bruce Wayne works out.
Yeah, that's like a cool gym, that's for sure.
Doesn't that like that looks like Bruce Wayne's backyard?
It's either that or a parking garage.
Oh, Matt Souza, John Lavelle. Look, oh shit, you were in a suit too. Jeez.
I was in a suit, yeah. John.
Where was that? You guys doing some bipartisan
Yeah, just
exercises,
politicking.
then you know we were talking about CrossFit. Today, I rise in appreciation of CrossFit,
Did you get the boo
a
in here?
holistic fitness
Did he
as
get the
well as
boo?
a program
I don't know.
that trains
It was at the very
individuals
end.
of all skill levels to work out and compete with a competitive mindset. CrossFit was founded right here in the state of California, 20 camaraderie and social.
Oh yeah, here we go. You might catch the boo in this one.
Those are the people who voted for it.
Yeah, the green.
And if there's no green, does that mean they haven't voted yet, or they voted against it?
Correct. They no vote. You'll see the votes come up for no in red.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that was it there. Might not have caught it on that.
All right, I don't have time for that shit.
I think I caught it, so we'll be okay.
Damn.
Look at that.
Damn.
Look at that. That's Assemblyman Bill. I forget his last name. Or not. I don't forget it. I don't know how to say it correctly. It's like similar. I don't know. But he's the guy that pushed it through. Official CrossFit Day in the state of California.
Pool boys, damn. So all the people who scaled whooped your ass. So there's an official CrossFit Day in California now.
That's it. March 6th.
I thought March 4th.
Pretty sure.
Oh.
6th.
No, that wasn't Henniger.
No. Not Bill Henniger.
Castro is on trial. No. Voting for trans women to compete with women in the CrossFit Games this year. Yes,
and it passed.
Hey, wasn't the initial when Don was hired? Wasn't his initial meet and greet at your gym?
Not his initial meet and greet per se, but they did have a meeting with big named affiliates that were no longer affiliated with CrossFit at my gym.
That was early on.
Yeah, that was early on.
And then you had your 10-year anniversary.
Yep.
And then you were key in the putting on the CrossFit Health Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make a lot of money from that?
No, I own a nonprofit. I'm writing a book. This is all material for my book. You know what it's called?
Were you paid to facilitate the to work on the CrossFit Health Summit with Connor Thompson?
No.
You didn't take any money home?
No.
And then today you went to the state capitol with Dave Castro, the man himself, the director of the games, and head of CrossFit training.
Yep.
Yeah, you're really. It's interesting how well assimilated you are in the space.
Interesting.
That's weird. I feel like you're not telling me something. I feel like you have connections that I don't know about.
No, you're probably the only one that knows all of them outside of Grace.
I say this with. I'll probably say this on the news tomorrow too. Can I say it twice?
Yeah.
Mason Mitchell, insurrection workout, 6 rounds for time. Hey, it was the most threatened our democracy's been in since the Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
They were going to take that building and then just own the United States.
Right after they took their tourist photos. Get your photo in front of the flag with your congressperson's laptop, and then
how does anyone believe that?
News, propaganda.
I saw more violence on Instagram at high schools today with kids fighting than we saw on January 6th.
Wow.
Darren, what are the odds that you get access to the floor this year at the games? It seems as if Dave doesn't want you on the floor. CrossFit needs you. No, 100%. It's 100%. I won't go if they don't give me the access I want. There will be no point in me going. It's not like I'm being a prima donna, but if I need like last year, I should have gotten more access. And that was my fault, not their fault. I should have said, hey, when on the final, for the final event, I should have been allowed on the floor. I should have been. So right when the final event was over, I should have been allowed to rush the floor at bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm a floor whore for sure.
That's where the good stuff is, though.
It's just different than a cum dumpster. My according to my intellect, my words and my emotions and my actions are all aligned. I saw when he said that today. I was like, oh yeah, mine are the most aligned they've ever been in 51 years.
Mm.
Probably when I came out of my mom's vagina, I was probably pretty aligned. Okay. So Don and DeCoons and Daniel Chafee are in Asia.
Mm.
I'll pull up I saw it on DeCoons's
What do you think they're doing out there?
Instagram.
What part of Asia?
That I to tell you the truth, I have no idea. I just saw pictures with shitloads of Asian people, and so I just ran with it. I used my own discernment. Some people would call that racism. But I'm going to use my own discernment. Just kicking off an 8-day tour. Oh, I haven't even read this. To spend time with our affiliate owners, coaches, and community members in Hong Kong, China, South Korea, Japan. Okay. Great start in Shenzhen to do 24.3 and spend time with amazing community. CrossFit. Moo. Thank you, Leong. Oh, I know Leong. I don't see him in that photo. I don't see. I see DeCoons.
I don't see him in there either.
I don't see them.
Maybe he's in like the scroll over photo.
I don't see them.
Oh, there's Dawn. I found Dawn.
You did?
Yeah, he's all the way in the back, right underneath the FETA.
Oh shit! Wow. Find the white guy. That's crazy. I didn't spot him.
Yeah.
And there's a white girl. And there's a white girl here.
No.
I don't see Daniel Chafee either.
Mm-mm. Game face.
Dude, his hands look huge when he holds that mic.
It's a Hollywood trick. Oh, great overhead position on that thruster.
Yeah, look at the homeboy's arms are crazy.
Yeah.
J.D. Coons looking yoked. That's weird. I didn't see Leong.
Yeah, either did I.
Let me see. Let's see if I see Leong. No.
No.
3 white dudes and an Asian chick. Okay. Anyway, when I saw this, I was like, man, I hope they took. I would like to see video from this. That's the kind of thing. Like, it's a shame for CrossFit, not for me. Imagine if I was there, their trip would be 500 times more valuable.
Yeah.
Hey, Sebi, come with us.
Mm-hmm. And you extend the life of what happened in that trip there in perpetuity.
Yeah. I could be doing podcasts from Asia. I could be giving metaphorical standees to the group. I don't want to go, by the way. No one's like, oh, so you want to go? No, I don't want to go. I have zero interest in going.
But definitely somebody should go.
Well, and I'm not saying if they would have said, hey, Sevi, do you want to go? And I did go, it would be crazy the value I could bring.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely fucking mind.
It would take so much to get them to get you to go to Asia for 8 days, though. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's true. But I think that the $50,000 or $60,000 they paid me to do that I think it would be worth it.
For sure. Yeah.
Because I would take the responsibility so seriously. The pressure would be fucking nuts on me.
Dude, all they would have to do is sell 5 more certs, and they would have paid their money back by having you do that. You know how easy it would have been to create media behind that?
No, not 50. Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, 5. Yeah, or one cert. One cert. Fill out one cert.
Yeah,
with 50 people.
Right.
I know someone's gonna be like, "That's cocky." That's fine. I mean, it could be cocky, but the truth, if it's the truth and cocky, then what can I say? Sevon, any chance you go to Rogue in Scotland with access? Of course. You know what's crazy? So I was building the confidence to text Bill and Katie today, and I was on the phone with Sousa. Sousa was getting me like my hype man, and then I didn't send it.
You didn't send it?
No. Nope. I don't want to ask them for anything.
That's okay.
I know. I'm gonna work on it.
We're getting there. Did you type it out at least, or did you?
I did. I typed it out. I typed it out.
All right, we're getting there.
Yeah. I typed it out. I was thinking maybe I should call. I don't know. I should.
No.
I don't know. What it is so like I think I'm so high on. I don't know how much higher I could get because Taylor Self versus the world. So I just now is the time where I should if I'm scared, I'm never going to get more confidence than I have now. So You called Horvat. You can send a text. I know. I crank call Horvath is on par with texting Bill and Katie.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the same, but hey, they're giving you confidence, so that's all right.
All right. Dave Castro weekend review played at 1.25 time. Dave is wearing red today with the Rogue hoodie. I do not see Doug anywhere around. The sun is out in California. Weather modification system has let up finally for the first time in months. Here we go.
In review, March 18th, 2024. I just finished redoing 24.3. And that was the only workout this year, the only open workout that I retested. And I'm happy that I did that because I did better, not much better, but better. And I did 24.3 Friday morning after flying home from Nashville. I flew home from Nashville Thursday night, a bunch of delays, bunch of issues getting from Nashville to San Francisco. And so I didn't end up getting home until about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke up at 6, went into an affiliate, CrossFit Aptos, around 8:30 or so, and tackled it. And got my
He got up at 6. Jocko had already been up for 90 minutes.
The photo of the watch already taken.
That's handed to me. I missed like 3 or 4 135-pound thrusters, and I got 6 out of 7 thrusters, and that was a big surprise to me. I know I'm not strong right now relative to how I've been in the past, but I thought for sure I could get through those thrusters.
Or how strong you will be in the future, old fuck. Listen, can you imagine? He went into a random gym, 40 minutes from his house, and he got no repped.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I go, dude, I'm like, some chick no repped you? He goes, yeah. I'm like, I would have totally let it go. He goes, dude, I wasn't even close. I go, depth at the bottom. He's like, no, I was having trouble locking out 135 thrusters. I'm like, dude, I still would have let it go. He goes, no, dude, it wasn't close. I'm like, I don't care.
You mean if he just would have bobbled it?
Dude, I'd have counted by 2s.
1.
Yeah.
2.
2, 4, 6.
Keep it going.
1 rep at the top, 1 rep at the bottom for Dave.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that he does that. So there's a lot of humility and like that's good leadership.
If Caleb was here, he'd play the gurgling sound. Look, Dave looks Asian.
So then that was Friday morning. My legs were blasted all weekend. And I decided on Friday, I'm like, I need to retest this because I need to at least get a couple bar muscle ups. So I waited till Monday, this morning, and I retested at the ranch, and I got 2 muscle ups. So I was able to finish the thrusters this time, which I'm happy about. And I didn't miss any thrusters. Finish the first set of thrusters.
No judge this time.
Just saying.
Hey, how cool is it? Dave knows the workouts ahead of time.
Clearly no advantage, huh? He could have prepped all year.
If I would have known him, if I would have known him ahead of time, I'd have done some. If I knew I was going to do CrossFit, I would have done prepped ahead of time.
7 thrusters.
How stupid is it that I didn't practice thrusters leading up to the months of the games? That was stupid. Next year, I'm going to do that.
We're gonna train.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah.
Get you in a program.
Yeah,
Prepare
something.
yourself.
I mean,
Let yourself hook you
nothing
up.
crazy. I'm not going to get hurt, but this CrossFit shit's dangerous.
And then 2 muscle ups, missed the third. So I'm happy with the redo. I'm glad I did that. Hopefully I can sneak into quarterfinals. So let's jump.
My mom did the open.
All 3 workouts, huh?
Yeah.
Good honor.
I'm playing with, this is the thing Kaiser sent me, this thing right here. I'm supposed to like take a shit in the toilet and then pull this thing.
Oh shit.
A bunch of liquid came out. I'm supposed to take this thing and put it in my poop and then put it back in there and then you mail it to him.
Okay.
But instead I'm just fidgeting with it.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be exposed to air or anything? Or did you just
I mean, it's done. I mean, I'm not doing it. But it's just funny that I'm fidgeting with the poop stick while I do the show.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Sevi, why don't you follow CrossFit Livermore's programming? I don't know. I don't know why I don't follow anyone's programming. Oh, Rosemary entered her scores. I'm just so happy. I'm pretty happy with I'm just happy. I'm so happy.
It's good.
I signed up for the open this year solely because of Sevon's podcast and he didn't even complete it. Listen, I did 2 of 3. You should just like, how about attaboy?
Yeah, Blade just trying to rub it in.
Yeah. Kaiser's crap. Worst thing I ever did was listen to their doctors as a kid. For sure, dude. For sure. 7th grade, they gave me a big old bottle of Vicodin because I complained my ankle was hurting.
Seems reasonable.
Fuck, it's so bad. Kaiser's so bad.
Into comments. At Extremis 1978.
So he didn't say this, but I know this because I've talked with Dave. He redid that because he wants to go to the quarterfinals.
Hmm.
And I think he qualified. That's pretty badass.
I think he did qualify, actually.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he's reading the Bible.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to get fired for that. I'm telling you, he's going to get fired for that.
Oh, my gosh.
Dave, I want to say I'm sorry for any pressure my comment may have had regarding you announcing the open workout. Your explanation helped me remember more about how you like to live. I should have thought of that. I want to say thank you. You addressed my concern about having people announce the workouts that do not have media experience. Though they were not my picks, you still listened and did great. Please understand that since 2014, you've been that person who has challenged me in a sassy way and made me a better CrossFitter. If and when you choose to do another one, please know you'll leave a smile on my face, and I'm sure a lot of others. Thank you for your leadership and direction. You didn't put any pressure. I didn't feel any pressure from your last comment, and I appreciate this comment. At Muskie Gone.
He doesn't read too many comments that fucking chug his cock.
No, not actually. That he does the opposite normally.
Yeah. Look at Chris Beesterfield gurgling. I'll do it. Or is that a dog growling?
It's kind of a dog growling. I don't even know how Caleb recorded that. Same but different.
Muscon CrossFit 7382. Sorry if you have gone over this, Dave. What's the idea behind submission windows for quarterfinals? My biggest gripe, and something you should consider if you want a higher percentage of participants signing up, is getting rid of the submission window. For normal folk who just want to play but have jobs or limited time, it makes the whole ordeal quite a hassle for affiliate owners as well. Not all gyms have 24/7 access, and it causes issues for some. Perhaps consider requiring individuals who want to move on to semifinals submit within windows, or really just get rid of them and let people do them 7 times if they really think it's going to help. Thanks for always listening, Dave. The submission windows are to change the style and the kind of, to change the style, to change that phase, to make it feel a little different. Meaning you have to do a few in a window and then you have to do a few others. So it ramps it up a little and makes it more like a different type of competition. Now, that being said, the submission windows this year, there's, I think, plenty of time to do the few, submit, and then do the others. And even if you feel capable of repeating them, but appreciate the feedback. Noted. At Tom.
The fuck kind of answer was that?
No answer at all. Just like he just retold you how it works. And then just said noted.
Okay, no. What if he just did that? All right, no.
No, moving
What
on.
if he did more of a comedy bit?
That would be funny, but I don't think he would do that in this format. I think he likes to keep it like serious, and maybe that if he did more comedy bits, like it wouldn't jive well in his mind. I think
worse that Jocko was pre-recorded. There's no fucking way Jocko was pre-recorded.
You don't think that was pre-recorded? You think he did that right after they landed on the moon? Is that what you're telling me?
Dude, come on, dude.
Why would it be live if they're just using that piece?
Because he would bring a different energy. He was pre-recorded. How do you guys know that?
Do you know for a fact, Jonathan?
No, I don't know. I never even thought it. I assumed it was live because it was so shitty.
I actually assumed it was live too, and then now I'm thinking like it probably was pre-recorded. Should we see it? Do you want me to see if I could find it real quick? And
No.
Okay.
This show's already 22 minutes long. No,
Okay,
too polished
sorry.
to be live. Too polished.
I mean, he's very well media trained. He does a ton of public speaking, so
It looked like it was shot with a fucking. It's obvious. All right, fine. I'm a dipshit. Fine.
S.E.J. Nowski, 1968. In May 2021, CrossFit announced the Echo Bike as the official air bike of CrossFit. When will it show up in the open? That's funny you mentioned that. I was thinking about that this year. That's a great question. I would love for the Echo Bike to be in the open. We put the rower in the open. I don't know if there's enough Echo Bikes and assault bikes in circulation or out there to make it possible. So I would love to get to a point where where the Echo Bike could be in the open, but I don't know if we're quite ready for that just yet. At Dave.
Dude, that's it's crazy that they get away with the rower.
it is, but it isn't. The rower's been a staple since like day one. I mean, all like Jackie just like
How
key
many
benchmark
people?
workouts
What
have a row in
percentage
it.
of the people have to go into an affiliate because of the rower? I never see any complaints about the rower.
No, I mean, I think a lot
How
of
many people came into your gym just to do the open this year? Any?
Yeah, one.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some in the past. We've had before there was more people that did that came out of garage gyms that were, local. We actually used to sell like an open pass so they could spend like, I forget exactly what it was, like, let's just say $80 or something. And it covers their drop-ins for all 5 of the opens at the time, or 3 now or something like that. And we don't have that as much now than we did before.
I'll tell you how the Echo Bike gets in the open. $300,000 from Bill and Katie. I mean, I don't even mean that to be a dick. I'm just saying, if it's in the open, I either have to go to an affiliate or buy an Echo Bike.
Yeah. I don't have any Echo Bikes at my gym.
No shit. All those bikes. You got a shitload of bikes.
Yeah. And you know what the funny thing was is like right before I bought like the bulk of the bikes, like we had a handful of them, like 3 or 4. We also had the old Schwinn fan bikes before the assault bike because that was what was available. So I've always had an Aerodyne bike. I even had like the classic one. But right before I bought the bulk of them, I was in between. I was like, do we go Echo? Do we go assault bike? And I literally used the assault bike because at the time they were using it in more competitions, like regional competitions, and it was becoming more of the standard. And then right after I bought all of them, I was like, shit, they started doing more Echo bikes in competition and all that.
Would you buy, if the open required Echo Bike, would you buy one?
Yeah, we'd probably buy one. That would suck though, because we'd have to put all of our people through one, maybe 2. But here's the thing, like I do everything cash. And so like I have to budget for major equipment purchases like that way out in advance to make sure that it sits in another bucket for a while before I spend it, to make sure that I actually have it. And so that would be tough. That would be tough on us.
Jay Hartle, we only have 2 Echoes. All right.
Yeah, shitload of assault bikes though.
Co sends 85. Hi, Dave. Thank you for all you do for us in CrossFit and very recently the Open. I'm an affiliate owner in Southampton, UK, and currently guiding my first intern towards being a coach. After each Saturday morning lights, kind of got a ring to it, right? We have mapped out what we have covered in line with the metabolic pathways, 10 general physical skills, and the categories from the judges course: hang, pull, squat, press, other, and made some educated guesses at what may come next. After 24.2, we hadn't tested balance and flexibility that much. It'll probably be some form of squat with an overhead lift. I guess that this isn't a question, more a note of thanks, and to highlight that the objectivity and empirical nature of what we do is such a game changer to the fitness industry, from the participants' point of view to the coaches, trainers' point of view, and outsiders' point of view. Loving the weekend review videos. Please keep me going for as long as you can. So that's funny you say that, because I think that's how I gained my passion for programming way back in the day when I first got into CrossFit. I was looking at the main site every day, looking at the workouts, and then eventually, because there were several months where I was just stalking the main site, stalking the workout of the day, the content they were putting out prior to even diving into doing the methodology. And once I did, I started really paying attention to the programming, and I started playing this game where I try to pick what's coming in the next few days. And I eventually got pretty good at it. You could see the movement patterns, and even like you're suggesting here, you can kind of narrow down and figure out what's coming. So I did that with programming. I did that with just main site programming. Definitely doing it with the Open and other events is a fun test and way to play with your education in programming and in this world. And I will say this too. Last year, even I had the programming team analyze some of the open workouts and pick what they would have done different or how they could go going forward. So doing those exercises and games are a good tool to build knowledge of programming and the skill. At Rich Matthew 751. Hey Dave, last year when 23.3 got leaked, you said what a shit show. What are your thoughts on this year's leak of 24.3?
I wonder where you said that.
So that was actually not last year. I think it was in 22. And when I said that, I meant more towards everything going on. Like I had just been fired too. What am I thoughts?
I don't think he's right. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't think it matters. But
no,
it's not that he had been fired. He just wasn't in charge of the games. Justin Berg was still in charge of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thoughts on this? Yeah, it sucks. We fucked up. There's more to it that we need to look into, and I don't have much to say in terms of the details of it at this point. But yeah, it's not good.
He's
Great.
pissed.
Yeah, he's pissed, but that's also a great answer.
You want there's a tell if you watch Dave's lips, you can tell when he gets pissed because they start to get narrow. Like if you're at the games with him and you see his lips get narrow, like he's pursing up his face, you should stay away from him.
He's ready to strike.
Oh yeah, he's gonna tell you to go away, get outside the fucking ropes. It's like it's
Or my favorite line he used in a couple public settings. Yeah, email that to me.
yeah.
All right, let's go on. At Matt, watching my dog on my camera up there. So whenever I look up there, I have a camera system, and I see her over there across the fence. I got to get her in a minute. At Matt,
what do you mean? There's 15 minutes left.
correct 4354. Love the open so far. All the workouts have been fantastic. To us, athletes aren't the.
So they leaked the workout 2 years in a row.
It's Will's comment right here. I think he breaks it down.
Oh, 22 was leak 1, 2023 was wrong weights, 2024 was leak 2. Okay, my bad. Dave's right. All right. I'm wrong. I do misinformation. I was part of a misinformation campaign. Disinformation.
People were harmed.
I did not take any ivermectin, but I wasn't opposed to it. So the workout this year was not leaked. The workout this year was published and to the whole world and then pulled down. It was that's different than leaked. In 2022, someone guessed the URL. A bunch of people guessed the URL
and found it. Right.
Found it.
That's leaked.
In 2024, like at that fault, like all the people who republished it, and there were hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Even Rebecca Fuselier did a podcast on it. Ben Smith, Barbell Spin, myself, like that's not TMZ shit or Mac rumors or Sony Alpha rumors. That's like, dude, you fucked your own show.
Yeah. Well, how did that break down again? Did somebody hit the wrong button so it displayed on the live stream before it should have? Was that essentially what happened?
In a nutshell, them did it. Thank you, Judy. That's correct.
Judy knows.
But we're all one being. We're all one entity.
Deep.
It's all one. So I did it, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. Good on you taking responsibility for that.
I wonder how nasty that is. I wonder if that new chick Jenna, like she's too new to slap someone's wrist. But like, I don't know how shit's organized there. But if my team would have done that, like if Leif Edmondson would have done that, dude, I'd have fucking got tore up.
Is that grounds for firing? Like back in the day?
When you leak, when everyone at CrossFit HQ has to sign, at least when I was there, you had to sign this paperwork that said that if you leak the workout, it's a $300,000 fine and termination of your job. People were terminated for leaking workouts. Oh, I don't understand where accident and not accident happens, but people were, you'd be terminated for leaking the workout.
So if they had the graphic up and somebody brought
someone there leaked it, it basically is what it is.
Yeah, they hit the button at the wrong time. Is that the production company that they hired out to do this, or is that all CrossFit's entity? It doesn't even matter.
I don't know. The dude. I think the dude 1 year who got. It was the year I think Rich Froning, Matt, and Dave were doing the workout at the ranch. I don't know if that guy. I think that guy was a contractor, and I think Tony Budding or Dave or someone marched just right into the fucking graphics into the truck and just fired the dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you pack your shit up, get the fuck out.
Right. A bad day at work. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what happened with this.
I mean, what if you publish like the new iPhone? I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think it hurt anything.
Yeah, like the difference between publishing the new iPhone.
I liked it. But I liked it.
I like the drama, but I think it's all good for them. It creates more excitement, right? Like as they're trying to polish this thing off, it's like there still has to be some sort of excitement, some sort of chaos element to it that makes it fun. But like, it's not the same as leaking the new iPhone, because like leaking the new iPhone, your competitors could get a hold of it. That could have implication on your sales and stuff like this. Like in week 3, that being announced, like no competitors getting it and getting some sort of edge on somebody else because we have it 30 minutes ahead of time. It's the end of the week. So, or the end of the open, no one can even sign up for it anymore. So it's not going to affect signups somehow. So like, I don't know.
It's just interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was a DEI hire.
They ain't getting fired if that's the truth.
Because it had been in the past.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
I'm just saying. There's nothing wrong with saying that. I'm just saying.
Oh, some people are disagreeing with me. It definitely hurt. It immediately made my interest in the announcement go to 0. I honestly didn't pay attention once I knew it. It definitely affected their live viewership.
Well, that being said,
fair enough.
That being said, I do, as arrogant as this sounds too, again, if Dave came on if they announced it on Taylor Self versus the World, I think we'd have 200,000 fucking live viewers too. So that's a great point. Thanks, Pool Boy, for slapping Suze around a little bit. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Viewership.
Oh, details, schmetails. What's 100,000 viewers? I was probably just set to release before daylight savings, and they forgot to change the time. I don't know. Well, I don't. Savon.
Maybe.
I just watched Taylor Self versus the World and had an orgasm. Oh, thank you.
Wait, but it got leaked. You knew it. That didn't affect your viewership? You still watched it? You knew who won.
Yeah, good point.
You knew the workout.
All right. Here we go.
Thank you. At Rich Matthews 751. Hey Dave, I think that the next week it is imperative for you to cover CrossFit's decision to allow Emily Claw to retain her #1 score for 24.2 and the thought process behind it. For one, I for one think it's one of the worst decisions CrossFit has made in a while, and you all don't understand the implications this will have moving forward. It is now CrossFit's position that we're going to trust any score that is put on the leaderboard at face value. It doesn't matter because it's just the open. Next week, when someone enters a top score, 24.3 that has no video proof, you're going to hold the same standard and allow them to keep their winning score based on Trust Me Bro info. So what this is really about, what it is.
Did you guys understand that? This chick, Emily Claw, put in a score. It was the world record score, and she took first place. And so then she tried to do it again, and she got 1 round less, and she tried to do it on video the second time. And this guy is saying that, hey, accepting her score is bullshit as the #1 score. But, and I think what Dave's going to say, hey, that you can't require every single fucking person in the world to make a video. 1, it would undermine the affiliates, and 2, it's just not fucking possible. It's not feasible. Like, I like what's in place. I think I'm guessing he's going to answer it the same way, that he likes it, the fact that affiliates can validate the scores. I fucking love that too. That has to be that way. That being said, maybe they need to expand the clause that if you want to win them, that if you want the number 1 through 5 spot, you also have to have a video. Maybe they need to expand that.
Yeah, and I thought they did for some reason. Like and didn't they used to do that for regionals back in the day? Like if you qualified, they would pick one random workout and say, send in your video submission.
Maybe for regionals, but this is just the open.
Right. Okay.
Right. So
even with the prize
300,000 people doing it, you got to let affiliate. You can't just have everyone be setting up iPhones and filming everything. It's fucking ridiculous.
I agree. I don't think so either. But out of the handful that actually think they have a chance at winning the event, like you probably could do that, and it wouldn't be that much video, right?
Right. I mean, if you think you're going to be the best, if video is not required, take away the ability for judges to approve or not on the leaderboard. I don't understand what that means.
Me either.
No, we need the judges to approve. Yeah, Mike Poolboy, I agree. Technically, she broke no rules. She followed the correct process. The second place should have had a chance at the money, though. Maybe that too. Maybe that I agree, and maybe they did do that. We'll see. I know 1 round less is night and day difference, especially at that level. Like if I were to get 5 rounds versus 4 rounds, it's nothing, or 3 rounds. But anyway, let's see what Dave says. We jumped the gun.
To is the payment that we give out. So we don't look at all the videos because we obviously can't. But the people who want the money for the top score for that workout have to submit a video. And to get the money, we review the video. So she doesn't have the money, or I'm sorry, she didn't have the video, so she doesn't get the money. But we have to assume, and this is part of the game, there's judges, and that's our rule. We have to assume her judge did everything right, just like we're assuming the judge for several hundred other thousand athletes did everything right. And so we can't not let her score stand at the top. But what we can do is not give her the money, the payout. And so that's what that's about. And in Tudor's case, I think that's his name. He had the top score. He submitted the video to get the money. And once you do that, then we can look at it and say, well, wait a minute, there's some stuff that we don't agree with, or not that we don't agree with, some standards that you didn't hit. So you're not eligible for the prize. So that is a little explanation of why that happened. At the active life, much of the criticism is excessive.
Okay, but they could. I like his answer. Do you like his answer?
Yep.
But maybe next year they should say, hey, by the way, if you think you're going to be a top 5 scorer, you should probably, or if you think you're going to be, we not only can you not get the money, but you can't be number 1 without a video. Maybe they should say that too.
Yeah, without validation.
But I really just don't want to. Also, you shouldn't be fucking your judge. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Hey, listen. Colton's judge and Jason's judge or Downs' judge was fucking Taylor. How about that? They had no problem with that.
Yeah, how about that? Also, too, like if you're that high level of an athlete, shouldn't you just be filming all your stuff anyways? Like if I was coaching anybody who had a shot at a semifinal, or you knew that they were going to be competing at a semifinal because of history, I'm filming everything, probably 2 cameras.
I agree. I would definitely be using two cameras also in case one shuts off or something.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Picking. Some of the criticism is not. I appreciate that you've always addressed it, even when I have disagreed with how you've done it. What I consistently saw that led me out of the CrossFit community was complete disregard for all of it, dismissing it as trolling or attention chasing. Some of it is, much of it is not. I contend much of it is. I contend more of it is than some of it is not. That's me speaking now. Personally, this is him speaking now. Personally, I miss the days of forging elite fitness, turning 7s into 10s, and the mantra of like that, but better. Sean Pastich. Thanks for your notes, Sean. Good to hear from you.
Oh, that was Sean Pastich. That guy was on the show.
Yep. Yeah.
Active wear fitness. Active
life.
Active life.
Yeah.
The days of forging elite fitness, or that tagline, I miss it too. I think it was powerful. I think it was really important for differentiating us from everyone else. Turning 7s into 10s. That's funny. I forgot all about that video. If you guys are interested, Google it. It's an interesting campaign we had several years ago.
I hated it.
Did you? Right?
I hated it.
Oh, okay.
Not for the same reason a lot of other people hated it, but I was surprised. Heber made it, and it was a good video. I just didn't like. It's cute. It's fine. It's fine. I was fine with publishing it, and I'm glad they made it. But also, I don't think you can find that on the CrossFit site.
Not on the site, no. But you could definitely find it on.
Yeah,
YouTube.
but it's really weird that look at CrossFit turning 7s into 10s. It's really weird that you can't. Oh, maybe here it is. Oh. Hold on. 7s to 10s promo. No, it's not there.
Like the whole video isn't there?
Yeah, it's really bizarre. You have to find it on someone else's account who ripped it. It's really weird that one didn't. That's pulled down.
Strange.
I go straight to some woke shit.
Didn't they film that as also a WOD demo of the day, and it was like a thruster rope climb workout?
Maybe. I forget.
I'm pretty sure I'm right, and people can actually realize how much of a main site nerd I actually am. But I'm pretty sure that was filmed, because wasn't it like Jackie Perez?
Yeah, I think it was Jackie Perez.
There was 2 others, like Rita wasn't her name, I think.
Benavides.
And who was the third one? It wasn't Christmas Habit, was it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember who the third one was either.
The chicks were hot though. The chicks were smoking. But anyway, good luck finding it.
Okay.
Turning 7s into 10s. So thank you for your comment. What I consistently saw that led me out of the CrossFit community was complete disregard for all of it, dismissing it as trolling or attention chasing. Like I said, I would not say maybe some people dismiss all of it. I would not say I have. There's some legitimate feedback and concern that I've received, generally speaking, directly to me. not barking out to the world to get attention with a negative tone. But and a lot of it is attention chasing, especially when you're putting it out there for attention. Think about that notion. Like, think about people say these bold and very critical things of us, not to be oftentimes said in private. It's said to get people to listen and to get attention. So what I consistently saw that led me out of the CrossFit community was complete disregard for all, dismissing it as trolling or attention chasing.
Well,
Alex,
I sort of see what he's saying for the first time. I didn't understand what attention seeking was. It's like protesting. They're doing it for attention, right? You're doing it for attention. You're pissed off you can't get on the floor at the game, so you make a video because you want attention. So you complain because you want attention because you want your problem fixed.
Yeah,
like an itch on your body. It's complaining, and so you give it attention.
Yeah, well,
it's like a hard on. It wants attention.
Do you not like it for its case, like for CrossFit?
Do I not like what?
Like the video or the attention seeking videos just for the sake of like garnishing attention, so people are gonna
just attention, but with no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the objective is to see more people do CrossFit and get the conversation started, right?
Right. I all think it's just energy and the pace, but I also love it that fucking Dave just fucking comes, like, fights back. That it's not like most corporations be like, oh, we're so sorry, we'll send you a free
get you a t-shirt or a coupon off your next visit.
Yeah, we're so sorry, we'll refund your money. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I so much prefer that, the Dana White model. Like, fuck you. You don't like it? Go to fucking Bellator. Because it's not, especially the way the criticism is given. Like, he's taken so much criticism already on this show.
Yeah. He's leaning into it. He handpicked all those comments.
Yeah. But I mean, you come at him wrong or on the wrong day and like you get slapped around. They're not, yeah, I like it. It's why that's the brand value. There was a meeting before Dave got fired. I probably shouldn't tell the story, but I think I've told it before, so I think it's okay. There was a meeting before Dave got fired from CrossFit. And in that meeting, he was making bullets. He makes bullets.
It's funny the way you say it. Like, packs the gunpowder into it, and like,
he's got a machine. He's got a fucking machine.
Thing.
He makes bullets. I mean, that's just like, you know what I mean? He makes bullets and shoots bullets.
Makes sense.
And it's like, he told me that was frowned upon, and that was when he was fired. He told me that, and that's just like a huge miss. Like, if I'm like, that's great brand value. Even if you hate him for that, you like it's good for the brand, and if you like him, it's good for the brand. Got a fucking guy there. He's got fucking clearly a fidget problem, and he's making bullets during the meeting. Like, who cares? Like, hey, I'd rather have someone be making bullets than eating sandwiches. Yeah,
totally. And also too, it's like, was it because for some reason people felt uncomfortable, or was there certain noises to it that distracted?
Yeah.
Right?
It's all that's just all politics.
Right.
Like, I don't want you eating because I just like I don't want to.
Right. So if it's like distracting to the meeting, it's one thing.
But like, it's like, I knew this girl, if you said the word snake around her, she fucking panicked. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
She can't help it.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like, I understand, like, it's weird that you're in an executive meeting and someone's making bullets, but not in this case. It's great for the brand. He's the fucking trainer of Forging Elite Fitness. He's the guy fucking doing the ass whooping. What do you want him baking cakes? I'm getting fired up. I'm gonna calm down. I'm in alignment with my words and my emotions and my actions. No, not really my actions. I have to pee so bad.
Okay. We don't have the video up.
Oh. Thank you. Jesus Christ. What happened? Oh, I got excited. I made the show about me again. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. Your name's in the title.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. You got my back. You're a good wingman.
Barking out to the world to get attention with a negative tone. But and a lot of it is attention chasing, especially when you're putting it out there for attention. Think about that notion. Like, think about people say these bold and very critical things of us, not to be oftentimes said in private. It's said to get people to listen and to get attention.
Yeah, it's so obvious. I'm on here telling stories of Dave making bullets, and I'm doing it because I think it's a good story that will get attention. If I didn't do that, I would turn the camera off. I'd be like, bye-bye. Me and Suze have shit to talk about.
So, what consistently saw that led me out of the CrossFit community was complete disregard for all, dismissing it as trolling or attention chasing. At Alex Sissons 6867, would you consider having a minimum work requirement to class your workout as RX? This would prevent the unfairness of people doing the workout RX when they should be scaled. Example 24.2. If an athlete did the row and deadlifts and 1 double under, he would score higher than an athlete doing 9 rounds of single unders. Apologies if this isn't correct, just my understanding. As a coach, it's hard to sell the idea to an athlete to push a workout scaled when they could coast an RX workout and score higher. Just an idea. Good idea. I think it depends on the context and the type of workout. The interesting thing with what you just described is so some athletes doing 9 rounds with single unders is appropriate for them in their journey. Others doing a set of row and deadlifts and then trying and fighting to get their first double unders or a few double unders is also appropriate for that person's journey. So it all depends on the individual, in my opinion. At Sean Foster,
I don't like that idea. Just if I can't do it, just let me sit there and struggle.
It used to be that way.
Now they have scale division.
Yep. Remember back in the day?
6, please
Yeah.
start.
Yeah,
Back in
and
the
I think you rob people a little bit of the opportunity to stretch themselves a little bit. Like, how many of the first muscle up videos would you always see coming out of the open every year? How many people would you see get their first double under, then go on to get another 50 in that 20 minutes and get a full round? Like, I think that's kind of part of it, is to stretch
Hey,
the skills a little bit.
I didn't want to do the 95-pound thrusters, and I wasn't going to scale the workout.
You could have
Enforcing
done
standards. Why do you
thrusters.
Maybe, yeah.
One at
I
a
go
time.
one. I could have done one.
Singles.
suck at your job so bad? I'm trying, man. Just appropriate for that person's journey. So it all depends on the individual, in my opinion. At Sean Foster 4506, please start enforcing standards. Why do you suck at your job so bad? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. At Bill 4477, the reason
That's great.
Like, dude, just go to Reddit, you douchebag.
the guy's scores are better is because the row was not the same.
He doesn't suck as good as your mom. I got a whole list of dudes who will vouch for that over here. Whole list of dudes. Douche. Like,
The row was the same, not the deadlift. So that's a statement to last week's 24.2. The row calories being the same, or the row distance being the same relative to that wasn't scaled where the women's deadlift was scaled.
I didn't even hear that question.
It was about the road. Do you want me to repeat it?
No.
Okay.
So last week, 24.3 was in Nashville.
Do you want to say something about it?
No.
This is the longest one. This is the longest week in review ever.
Sorry.
Day before it started, I went to, I ended up visiting 7 affiliates. It was really fun. It reminded me of the old days when I used to travel around. And
He actually visited 8 affiliates. 7 were open.
Dropped into a lot of affiliates. The community and all the community there seemed thriving. So that was really cool. Tia has a amazing gym, CrossFit proven. Her facility is large and beautiful and super cool. If you get a chance to check it out, I recommend it. While there, on the way out there, about a week before, because Froning and I have kind of been jabbing back and forth, he asked if I'd go on the podcast. Then as I looked at my schedule, I was like, hey, there's no way I'm going to be able to head out to Cookeville. It's kind of far to be on the podcast. So I texted Rory that. Rory's like, hey, you going to come on? I'm like, hey, I can't do it, but you guys can come down here and do the podcast with me. I totally said that, not expecting them to bite on that. I was like, there's no way Rich is going to come down to do the podcast with me at Tia's gym. So Rory said, okay. And I was like, fuck, they called my bluff. So the next day, Rory hit me up again and said, hey, we're going to do this. I said, yeah, come down to the gym and we'll film it. Come down to Tia's gym. And so they did. And we did the podcast and it was a good, very good podcast. I really respect Rich more and Rory and Scott for actually putting in the effort, come down there.
He knows Scott's name now.
Yeah.
Scott was the dude who took the jabs.
Yep.
It is a great podcast. It's the best Froning podcast I've seen.
I really enjoyed it. It was very entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to talk to me one-on-one like that or one-on-three, it was a great move of them that showed a lot of integrity. And I appreciate that. And I think we're all good. Here's the thing with what we're going on there too. Like, people take a lot of jabs at us. People take jabs at us all the time. Almost 90% of the time, and someone might disagree with this, I don't jab back. I just see it and it rolls off my shoulder. in this case, I saw it and it was amplified, and I talk about this a little on his podcast. And there's
99.9% of the time he doesn't jab back
Mhm.
to 99999.
going to be times I'm going to jab back, and this one was not punching down either. Oftentimes when I jab back, I'm looking at who's doing it, and I'm like, it's not even worth it. I'll be punching down. This one's a little more level, so I threw some jabs, and I will do that, and I'll do that occasionally to defend CrossFit. To defend myself. I feel like there was a period where I was really quiet and never got involved in any of it. When there's criticism of us for decades, for a long time, I never defended myself, and I learned a lot from that. And at this point, I feel like if there's plenty of circumstances where if you don't defend yourself or set the record straight, nobody's going to do it for you. Not every case, in a lot of times. And so sometimes I'll decide to speak out and correct situations or even put my side of the story out. And that's kind of what the point of me doing the Week in Review for the last, couple of years has been, is like, I didn't want to do something like this. It does take me out of my comfort zone, but it does allow me to speak to the community. And in cases like the Froning thing, put my side out for, or my thoughts to something that was said.
Hey, Dave looks thick. Did he
What do
look
you
thick
mean?
when you saw him?
No, man, he was in a Versace suit. He looked great.
Oh, was he really in a Versace?
I don't
Was
know.
he? Was he?
Yeah, he was.
And he let you know too, huh? He did, huh? Come on, he ain't gonna get mad.
How do
He's
you
like,
think I know? How do you think I know?
he's like, dude, look at my Versace.
No, what he did is he went to go put his phone back in his pocket and just it casually flashed. You know what I mean?
Nice,
Yeah, it's casual. It's casual.
nice. That's the one probably he used for the Open.
It actually was one that he used for one of the announcements with Annie and Katrin.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. So now, you got anything you say? I like all this.
No, I dig it too. Oh yeah.
Okay.
No issues.
But again, like Rich and I have a long history. We're really good friends. And I really like that move that he pulled, he and Rory. I really respect that a lot and appreciate it. So that was stand up of them. So we did that like 12:30 or 11:30 to 12:30, and the announcement was like 30 minutes later or an hour later. And finished that. Then I kind of went back and I had that little role in the announcement where I was just going to toss to Jocko. And like 30 minutes before the announcement, someone comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, look, someone from my team, Dave from my team, comes up, and he shows me a post, and I see like workout descriptions. I didn't even look at it. I go, "Is that the workout?" And he goes, "Yep." And I'm like, "Fuck." So call the team together, the leadership. We kind of huddle, asked what happened. Someone said we made a mistake, and I said, "Okay, let's move forward. We got to go on with the show." And so then went back and just started prepping for the show. That really got in my head. I was really bummed by that. And I was actually supposed to leave Nashville the next morning, but ended up finishing the announcement. I actually almost thought about it last minute pulling out and just like, fuck it. I don't even want to, let's just toss straight to Jocko. But I had to clear my head. I had to rally and then do the one line I had and then conduct the show. I was happy with the show. I was happy with how everything went. And then afterwards kind of had this little funk just because of.
He was in a funk. He was in a funk.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. His shit was right.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
Hey, hot chick's gonna come out of the cake. No, it's not.
Yeah.
What had happened. And it was interesting, even when it announced, when I was in the venue, like everyone was there. Like obviously Froning was there, T was there, and you just see everybody like looking at you, or a couple of people made comments like, "Oh, sorry, man, that sucks." And
oh shit. Everyone in the venues knows too, because they're looking at their phones, or they're probably watching our podcast, to be honest with you.
All of it. Yep, all of it.
They're at the venue waiting for it to come on, and they're fucking like, oh shit.
Yep. That sucks.
So it did suck. And then afterwards, like I said, I was supposed to fly Friday. I was going to go to my friend's house Thursday night. They have a horse ranch, and I was going to have a little get together with some people and barbecue and hang out. But at the last minute, I'm like, fuck it, I want to get out of here. I just want to go home. And so I changed my flight to that Thursday night. I found a flight and I just went to the airport and was really just kind of bummed. And so got on the airplane and took a 5-hour flight or whatever, 4.5-hour flight back to San Francisco. And on the flight, it's interesting. I was not in a good headspace. I was just sitting there, and I actually had a middle row seat because I booked the flight so last minute. And Yeah, I had a middle row seat, so that sucked.
Imagine that too, because in the Glassman era, you fucking flew first class, bitch.
no.
You flew first class in the Glassman era. You had a driver take you to the. Damn, I'd have been there with them during the Glassman era. We'd have been back of an Escalade. We'd have gone to the airport. We probably would have ordered like a steak at like some restaurant in the airport.
First class lounge or whatever.
Yeah, I'd have forgotten my fucking Beats. I'd have bought a new pair. Like, who gives a fuck? Throw them out the windows. I drive through Oakland later in the day. Like, now he's fucking taking a yellow cab. He's taking a fucking Prius to the airport.
Sitting like this, leaned forward.
Getting there and sitting in the back.
Oh man.
Hey, at least he had a job. Fuck.
That's true.
All right, here we go.
Sitting there, and what do I do on flights when I fly? I read. And so what am I reading? I'm reading the Bible currently. And so I didn't feel like reading, and I didn't feel like reading the Bible because you got to focus and you got to go in and you got to really like dive into it. And so I sat there for about an hour and a half, couldn't fall asleep. I was watching two different movies from people sitting in front of me. One person was watching The Sopranos, and one person was watching Inside Job with Denzel Washington, kind of bouncing back and forth. I didn't want to actually select a movie for myself, just watching those movies with no.
Because you can't charge that on the corporate count anymore.
From first class to middle seat, stealing somebody else's movie.
Listen, I do not love it that TDC ate shit. You're out of your mind. I just love it. Humble Dave. He's just cool. Listen, he's way more humble than me. I'd have fucking rented a car and drove home from Nashville before I sit in the middle seat. Those days
5
are
hours
over.
into 5 days. Fuck.
No fucking way. Oh my God. Okay, I love he's reading the Bible, Sevy's next book. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. He got me into boxing. Now he's gonna fucking convert me to a Christian. It's gonna be weird.
Wow.
No sound. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it, or I'm gonna read. And so I started reading the Bible, and then like 30 minutes later, 40 minutes later, I stopped and I was like, okay, I feel good. I feel great now. Like I'm not bummed out. Everything's like okay. And then I was like, wait a minute, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm like, so here I was feeling like shit. I read the Bible, and now I'm like in a much better state. And then I said,
right wing nut job, getting fired, tossed later, dude. Dave Castro, olive oil farmer and leather salesman. You're looking at him.
To myself, well, that could have happened if I read any other book. If I was reading Moby Dick right now, I could have pulled Moby Dick out and felt the same way, or maybe it would have made me feel better. Maybe just the fact that I read anything made me feel better. But I'm not going to dismiss it. I do feel like there's something to that, and clearly it's one of the most powerful books ever written. And I think there's been in the several billion people that exist on Earth, there's been millions who've read it, and millions, maybe even billions, who read it to feel better. So I've had a lot of the journey with the Bible has been fascinating for me for a lot of different reasons. But that one was pretty cool. And after that,
and Doug just came in.
Yeah, he didn't even have to go get him.
So he felt like shit. He read the Bible. He felt better. Could have been Moby Dick, but he's not going to dismiss it's the Bible.
Yeah, it could have been Moby Dick, but how many stories has he had with those books turning around his mood?
And then listen
Zero.
to this. Ross said it's good for your frequencies, that book. Hey, he could still be a prick. So good. What happened to Dave the prick? Listen, he could still be a prick. Don't. He's playing guy. He is a prick still.
I'm surprised
Wow.
he's letting us in on this whole thing.
John Young healed Dave. Jeez Louise. When are we going to see Dave sit in front row with Donald Trump and Mario Lopez at a UFC fight?
One step closer at Capitol Hill today.
Damn. I wonder if he's going to bring you.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Lenderman, dude. There's some wild shit in the Bible if you actually read it and get away from the mainstream verses. Meanwhile, a different Sean Sullivan, Hey, did you see the articles in the New Science normalizing cannibalism? Ken Walters, the big Bible keeps me level when I get too much pride or when I get down and have problems. Well, that Dave had both those, right? He had pride. He had pride in the event. He wanted the event to go great, and he was bummed out because fucking someone on his team leaked it. It's funny. I didn't even think the implications of being there. What a downer it is. Like it
Yeah,
was all
that's a
fun
big
and games
scale.
where we were at. But I kind of owe him an apology for not being more.
A better friend.
Yeah, better friend because I was fucking like, dude, like I didn't bring it up for a couple days, but then I finally brought it up to him, and he didn't say anything different to me. Then he fucked up, and then he told me the Bible story. But what's crazy is that if you were there, it took all the air out of the room. I didn't even think of that. That sucks.
Yeah, I've never actually really thought about from his personal perspective how that affected him as the person, and that's why I was saying I was surprised he let us in on this whole thing because that's kind of unlike him to show this side.
Well, this whole episode's been like that a little bit. He's a little more
Yeah.
vulnerable. Dave, you suck. He's like, all right.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good for him personally.
I think I've tried to get Mike Schmitz on the podcast. I think
Is that the one who does the Bible verse every day and you could get it done in the year, but it's all audio?
He's a CrossFitter. He looks like a model. He's like crazy hot.
Okay.
I think Dave's friends with his brother or something.
I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know if it was Halpin or if it was Will that mentioned the one that was like on audio and you could listen to one verse a day and like get it done within the year or something. I was actually going to do that, but I forgot who it was.
Tell me if you do it. I'll do it with you.
Okay.
Seals turn human after the 7-year mark. I cannot believe they didn't have a backup for this scenario. Oh, what do you mean? Like if the workout gets leaked? Wow, that would be fucking wild.
What would the backup be though? Like change the whole thing on a dime and be like, hey, we have this variation, but if this variation gets leaked, we're just going to switch it to variation B.
Why not just flip start with the heavy thrusters and the bar muscle ups?
They would, but Jocko was pre-recorded, so they were stuck to it.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Full circle on that one.
Damn.
I kept reading and I felt good and I landed and everything seemed okay. And then I got home at like 1:32, as I said earlier, and then did the workout the next day. Anyway, opens over. Ready for the next stage. Oh, and I'm actually heading to Sacramento right now this morning for the state capitol. CrossFit's going to receive something from them. So I got to.
Hi, babe. I'm live on the show right now.
Oh, okay. I'm coming home now.
Okay, the boys are here.
I know your mom texted me that they came back.
Okay, there's only a couple minutes left of the show, and then I'm going to go inside. Okay, I love you.
Okay, love you too.
Hey, did you know the open workout got leaked, this 24.3?
It got leaked?
Leaked, yeah. They accidentally published it? Oh, all right. I'll tell you all about it over while we're cuddling tonight in bed.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Romantic.
Thank you. Bye. Just balls deep in my wife and be like, yo, did you know the open workout leaked?
Dave had to ride in a middle seat.
Yeah. All right, here we go. She's not home. She's not home.
I got to head out to do that. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week.
Some chick walked up to my. Thank you, Dave. That was great. God, I love Dave. Some chick walked up to my wife at the tennis club the other day and told my wife she had a cute butt.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Was she stoked?
Well, later on, the lady so she said that an hour later. Hold on one second.
Okay. Well, he's on the phone. I want to address this. There's like one comment I saw. Darren, you cannot finish the Bible in a year reading one verse a day. LOL. Well, shows you how much I know. Thanks for your encouragement. Jeez. Hey, sorry.
No, thank you for holding down the show.
Yeah, I just was gonna mention Darren's comment as he was.
So then later on, later on when my wife was leaving the tennis club with the kids, we don't belong to the tennis club. We just take lessons there. We just subsidize it. The lessons cost more than the fucking club. But when she was walking out, the lady was holding the door open for my wife, and my wife goes, "No, after you." And the lady goes, "No, after you." And my wife said, "You just want to look at my butt." I was like, all right. We're not all created equal. I can't just be in the tennis club being like, "Yo, bitch, you got a nice ass." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a good look for you.
It's not an equal world, and I'm perfectly okay with that. We're not equal. We're not equal. We're not the same.
Definitely. Like after this nutrition challenge, there's multiple girls like in the gym that have made fantastic progress with like everything. Their gym performance, the way they look, the way that they close, their confidence as they come in.
At your gym at CrossFit Livermore.
At my gym, yeah, across the Livermore. And like Grace will come up and the other girls will come up right to him and be like, "Oh my God, you look so cute in this. Like, look how good, your butt looks or whatever, blah, 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 blah." And they're like flattered about it. But if I started doing that to the chicks walking in there,
you come up with the clipboard and you're like,
It'd get
fantastic
weird.
job. You've completed the process. You can sign up next week for another $152.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, "Hey, I noticed all your progress. It's awesome. It's really paying off." Just like super general.
You can't be like, "Yo, you lost 20 pounds in one cup size. Damn." You don't got the double bubble in your titties anymore.
Yeah, that's a no. That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
That's a cultural thing.
Yeah. "Hey, you lost the chin. Good job."
Oh shit.
Can't hit him with that either.
No. Steve Cousins. It's Whitey Central in here today. Hey, got it. Got for it. Read it. It's a great book, but it's fiction. Preach your son here. I was brainwashed for decades. Jeez. All right.
I mean, isn't everything we live in fiction? Our money, our society, our rules, stoplights.
Oh shit.
Like,
wow.
Tell me something that isn't made up.
Yeah, Steve.
It's all one.
Bible in the Ear podcast is about 20 minutes a day, not a verse a day. It's usually 2 to 3 chapters. Mr. Halpin, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sean Sullivan, hey, Steve. I will pray for you, brother. Maybe, Steve, it's kind of like, do you know what it is, though? It's just like, I think also it's like just like cyclical, right? Like you're the preacher's daughter, but by the time you're a senior in high school, you're blowing everyone. You're born a libtard, but then you rebel and you become Sevon. I mean, it's just, maybe it's just that. I don't know. Maybe I'm oversimplifying it.
One thing that I think is cool with like the people that are religious is Grace and I went and got brunch yesterday. And we were sitting there and there was a big family that was celebrating like a birthday and you could tell all of them were together. And the guy like took a step back right as the food got there. Was like, all right, hold on, you guys, let's just say a prayer. And I was kind of like watching, like just listening in and like watching it. And basically it was just a huge moment of like gratitude for them all being together, for them being healthy, able to eat the food, blessed to be there for another birthday as a family. Talked about some of the people that were no longer with them. Had a moment of silence. They all said amen and they ate. It's like, regardless of your belief in that, like, I think everybody could agree that taking a moment to just appreciate those times, especially for something like a meal, like that is, there's no bad side effects, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that with my kids.
Yeah,
you're right. That's a good idea. You know that guy, the guy who did 315 for 10.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where we're at, I see him pray before every meal. All right, Dave, thank you. Souza, thank you. Tomorrow, do we have Fisa Gaffi on?
No, that's not till Friday.
Oh, tomorrow's your show at 11 a.m. Oh, do you know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow?
What?
I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and then I'm going to do my normal thing. And then at 6:30, I'm going to drive down to the Toyota dealership and drop off the Sienna.
Oh,
that fucking light's been, the light where they just pay you to turn it off? You pay them to turn it off?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go down there and then I'm going to walk home. I'll probably call you like 20 times on that walk.
Okay, awesome.
Right. Now remember, Matuthian. Just try it. I promise you it's going to make you happy. I'm not even like selling you on something like for the sake. I mean, I do want to make the money from it, but I'm telling you, if you've never used tooth powder, you want to try this. I think that the barcode is right down there.
That's right.
You want to try it. You want to try it. Get your toothbrush wet. Boy, Jeremy Eat World called me the other day. He's like, hey, I'm almost through my jar in 2 weeks. No, nobody. 2 months, 3 months. I've had my jar forever. Listen.
Went hard on it, huh?
Jesus Christ,
dude. Hey, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead. Get a new
Listen.
jar every 2 weeks, please.
Listen. You just wet the toothbrush and bang it out, and you just put the tip in. Hey, I'd be sending it out free to everyone. It's fucking expensive. It's expensive to make. The jars are expensive. It's expensive. All the people who are making it are all CrossFitters. They're all at Portsmouth CrossFit. Doc Spartan. You're supporting employing great people in a town where Dale King's doing amazing shit. Look at Eric Utley. Matuthian is legit. I was switching back and forth, but now just Matuthian. Yeah, the other day I was actually thinking about using paste again just to try it.
Don't go back.
Will Brandstetter, and our slogan is feel free to dump your powder out and buy another jar. That is our marketing strategy. Will's got all sorts of good ones. Patrick Rios had a good one the other day. Tooth powder, baby. Patrick Rios had one. 1 out of 10 dentists recommend it.
Yeah, that was great.
That's awesome.
1 out of 10. We found them.
But listen, you're not like, it's not like you don't scoot, but just a little bit. Like even if you don't see any on there, you're good. When you put that thing in your mouth, you'll know. When you put the Matuthian in your mouth, you'll know.
I'm still just cracking up at Will's comment.
Yes, Parkway Dale, thank you. Jeez, I love you. Use tooth powder, get Standys. Is that how you spell Standys?
It is now.
My wife is a dentist and wants to know how abrasive it is. I understand because it says a great question. Bentonite clay. I'll get you the exact. It says bentonite clay is a brush. Let me see. Hold on. Brushing. With bentonite clay because there's bentonite clay in it. Is that what you're talking about? The bentonite clay specifically? Bentonite clay toothpaste are touted as an all-natural alternative to chemically laced regular toothpaste, and fans say that the kaolin clay can remineralize your teeth. But there are no studies to support this claim. The fact also remains that clay is abrasive and therefore risky. That's what it says, just like if you Google it. It is a and then the first thing is bentonite clay. Is bentonite clay safe as a toothpaste? Bentonite clay is not abrasive. It's 1.5 to 2.0 on the Mohs hardness scale, making it less abrasive than plain baking soda. Yeah, so take that, motherfucker. So there is an abrasive scale. Who would have thought? My white sinking counters hate we. Yeah, my wife is like, hey, you got to rinse that shit out now.
Oh, you know what we need?
What? A sponge? Oh, a Matuthian sponge?
A bar mat. A Matuthian bar mat with the logo in the middle so you could have your whole setup. And you get your little Matuthian, you get your Matuthian cup for your Matuthian toothbrush on your Matuthian bathroom bar mat with the logo, with the tooth powder. We're going to sell it as a package deal.
I've heard some people are douching with it. Matuthian.
Madushian.
That should be a Reddit thread just to rip on me. Madushian. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you guys. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock. There will be the news tomorrow, too. I apologize for the news. Oh, look at Sleeky. I'm using it as lube. Thank you. Just a pinch. Susan will be here at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And then sometime tomorrow I'll drop the news. And then I'll see you on Wednesday with Greg Glassman. All right.